Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to our sports show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series playoffs begin today. Milwaukee Mile. 10 drivers running for a championship. What a wild and crazy weekend it's been so far in Daytona. Harrison Burton gets his first career win. That's pretty cool. The 100th win for the Wood Brothers. That's even cooler. Yeah, it's just a cool factor. Let's just leave it at the cool factor. Other things we can deal with later. Alright, on to the playoffs in the Truck Series. The LiUNA 175 to the Milwaukee Mile. 175 miles, 175 laps, 3 stages, 55, 55, and 65. Now, this is the 17th race in Milwaukee, only the second one back in recent years. But in those previous 16 races, only 2 drivers have ever won starting outside the top 4. We've had 7 guys win from the pole, 2 from second, 3 from third, 2 from fourth, 1 from fifth, and 1 from eighth. So this is a 1 mile flat track. Hopefully it's back on the schedule next year. I've heard some rumors that it will not be, which is sad. It's a fun little track. I wish it was on the Cup Series as well. I don't know if the infrastructure is there to be on the Cup Series, but we'll see what happens next year with some new venues and stuff when the schedules pop out. But for now, we're at Milwaukee on a flat track. So in the last 19 races on flat tracks, Corey Heim, average finish 8.35 and 4 wins. Christian Eckes 8.78 and 3 wins. Grant Enfinger 10.42 and 2 wins. Ben Rhodes 11.21. Tyler Ankrum 11.31. Nick Sanchez 11.38. Ty Majeski 11.84 and 2 wins. Tanner Gray 13.61. Chase Purdy 14.65. And Matt Crafton 14.61. Now 1 year ago here at Milwaukee, Grant Enfinger qualified first, followed by Nick Sanchez, Carson Hocevar, Taylor Gray. Stage 1 was Grant Enfinger, Nick Sanchez, Taylor Gray. Stage 2 was Grant Enfinger, Corey Heim, and Christian Eckes. And then the top 5 in the race was Grant Enfinger, Carson Hocevar, Christian Eckes, Corey Heim, Matt Crafton. And then average running position for last year's race, we had Grant Enfinger at 2.25. He dominated this race last year. Carson Hocevar at 3.63. Christian Eckes 3.90. Corey Heim 4.86. And Nick Sanchez 7.92. So by looking at what happened last year and looking what typically happens on these flat tracks, the Grant Enfingers, the Christian Eckes, Corey Heim, yep, they were the top 3 on flat tracks. That's why when we look at the playoffs, we have Corey Heim, Christian Eckes as a league of their own. It is literally those 2 versus the field. If you look at qualifying, Ty Majeski qualified on the pole. He's got 2 wins this year, back-to-back. Now remember last year, he got that big penalty at Milwaukee for the air valve issue on the wheel. If you remember correctly, they had done something where they manipulated the air valve so it would leak air out, so you wouldn't build up air pressure in the right rear tire. Why, on a mile track that nobody in this field beyond Ty Majeski has as many laps around this track, would do something that just stupid to cost them what they cost? I mean, it cost them a championship last year, I feel. I think he would have been in that championship for if it wasn't for that stupidity at Milwaukee. But yeah, he's got back-to-back wins on Indy and Richmond. This is a flat track. Those are flat tracks. I think this will be the Ty Majeski show. He won the pole, followed by Taylor Gray, Christian Eckes, Corey Heim. There's your big 3. Nick Sanchez, William Salich, Caden Honeycutt. Now remember that 45 is in the owner points. So what Caden Honeycutt can do in these playoffs will help the owner points now in these. Roger Crew, Tyler Ankrum, and Daniel Dye round up the top 10. Kind of the back of the field guys, anybody notable back there? Marco Andretti's 24th, Stuart Friesen's 23rd. Sammy Smith is in the 7th for Spire. Spire is also in the owner championship as well. Lane Riggs is in the 38th. So, I mean, just kind of throughout the field, you got some names there. Green Enfinger's back here in the 12th-ish area. Alright, playoffs, first round. We eliminate 2. So we run 3 races, and that's what's unique about the Truck Series. There's only 10 drivers to make the playoffs. And so the first round, you only eliminate 2 versus the other series, you eliminate 4. So in this first round of the playoffs, we have Milwaukee, we have Bristol, we have Kansas, Oh my, oh my, oh my. So 2 will get eliminated. So right now, Corey Heim is plus 39. Christian Eckes plus 36. Ty Majeski the plus 21. You know, to me, those are the big 3. If you remember the year that Logano won 2018, I think it was the big 3 in me. This is the big 3. Nick Sanchez is the 4th one right now, plus 16. Rajah Caruth plus 7. Grant Enfinger plus 5. Tyler Ankrum plus 5. Taylor Gray plus 1. Ben Rhodes minus 1. And Daniel Dye minus 2. We got the great news this week. Daniel Dye signing to drive for Colic Racing's number 10 next year in the Xfinity Series. We got the news yesterday that Shane Van Gisbergen will officially be part of the NASCAR Cup Series in 2025, driving the number 88 for Trackhouse Racing. I love the fact we're bringing that iconic number back. There are certain numbers in this sport, no matter what the series is, you look at the number and you think, for me at least, I think of my childhood, I think of watching drivers. You know, the number 88 for me was Dale Jarrett. It was Dale Earnhardt. It was, you know, drivers like Buddy Baker. It was drivers like that, you know. You think of, you know, think of another number 28, you know, obviously Davey Allison, Ernie Irvan, them guys. Number 7 always Alan Quakey for me, you know. So you think of certain numbers and you're like, the history of that number just plays back. And I love the fact that Justin Marks looks at that with his number. You know, he said when he wanted to use the 99 for Suarez, he called Carl Edwards and said, hey, you know, this is the number you use. You know, what do you think? You know, he called Hendrick Motorsports and Dale Jr. about using the 88. And I love the fact that he takes enough pride in the history of the sport and has enough respect for those guys to do stuff like that, because NASCAR owns the numbers. The number 88, it wasn't being used. He easily could just call NASCAR and say, I want 88, perfect, thanks, and went on with his business. But no, he did that. So I think seeing these guys like a Daniel Dye moving up in Xfinity Series, seeing guys like a Christian Eckes, there's rumors of him moving up. There's rumors of Corey Heim. I like that Corey Heim talked about staying in the Truck Series one more year, because you get that chance, if he does win a championship, to win another one and kind of develop more. So I think the ladder's been too quick. So I want to see Heim and Eckes and these guys running the Truck Series another year. You know, try to do this again, is what they've done this year. But the 4 picks to win this LiUNA 175 is Corey Heim, Christian Eckes, Ty Majeski, and Grant Enfinger. On picks this year, I am 10-6 in the Truck Series, 15-7 Xfinity, and 6-19 now in the Cup Series. So 10-6 in the Truck Series, the 4 picks to win the LiUNA 175: Corey Heim, Christian Eckes, Ty Majeski, and Grant Enfinger. It's going to be a fun race. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day, have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.